Hello, my classy ladies. Today we are stepping into a conversation that every elegant woman deserves to have. Old money style is not reserved for the wealthy. It is accessible when you understand fabrics, simplicity, posture, and the quiet authority that comes from wearing pieces that let your presence lead. But elegance also requires discernment. It is not enough to know where to shop. You must know what to avoid. Not every piece, even from a good brand, aligns with quiet luxury. So today we explore 7 affordable brands that can absolutely help you look refined, while also understanding the weaknesses that require a thoughtful eye. Brand 1. Uniqlo. Uniqlo is one of the most valuable foundations for an elegant wardrobe on a realistic budget. It is simple, minimal, and free of loud logos. When you choose the right pieces from Uniqlo, you create a calm, quiet canvas that feels aligned with old money principles. Restraint, practicality, subtlety, and a focus on texture rather than trend. Their extra-fine merino sweaters are one of the strongest examples of affordable, quiet luxury. The knit feels smooth and delicate, yet it holds its shape well. A soft camel or muted charcoal becomes the centerpiece of an outfit built around simplicity. The colors fall into that refined palette of understated neutrals that age beautifully and allow the woman, not the garment, to take the lead. When you slip into a Uniqlo merino or cashmere sweater, the fabric settles on your skin with a sense of gentleness and clarity. It asks nothing from you and gives everything in return: calm, ease, and a feeling of effortless refinement. Uniqlo's shirts, particularly the crisp cotton cuts in white or ivory, offer that same quiet confidence. They skim the body, create clean lines, and allow you to pair them with trousers, skirts, or a high-quality coat. This is the kind of simplicity that makes an outfit look far more expensive than it is. Old money style is about discretion, not display, and Uniqlo supports that beautifully. But sophistication also requires honesty, and the truth is that Uniqlo has weaknesses that a discerning woman must understand. Not every item in the store aligns with elegance. Some pieces are overly casual, overly synthetic, or overly youthful. A refined wardrobe requires you to edit with intention. There are pieces that feel thin, flimsy, or lacking structure, and these will never read as quiet luxury no matter how you style them. The casual loungewear, the bright colors, the trendy seasonal experiments, these are not for the elegant woman pursuing timelessness. Another reality is that Uniqlo's cuts can sometimes be boxy or straight, depending on the item. This is not inherently negative, but it means that tailoring becomes essential. A garment that looks ordinary on the rack can become refined with a few small adjustments. Yet many women skip this step. The old money look depends on precision. If the shoulder line slouches or the hem is too long, the outfit loses its quiet confidence. Elegance is never accidental. It is intentional, and with Uniqlo, that intention matters even more. Some fabrics at Uniqlo, especially in their more affordable ranges, can age faster than expected. Pills may appear on lower-grade knits, and some synthetics may hold wear in a way that looks tired quickly. This does not make the brand inferior. It simply means that you must choose consciously. Focus on the natural fibers: wool, cashmere, cotton, linen. These are the pieces that hold their dignity over time. When you choose them well, you build a wardrobe that looks elevated without a high price tag. And yet, with all of these considerations, Uniqlo remains one of the most powerful tools a woman has when building an elegant wardrobe on a budget. Because when you choose the right pieces, a merino sweater in a soft neutral, a simple cotton shirt, a structured coat in camel or navy, you create the essence of quiet luxury. You create outfits that say maturity, intelligence, and calm. You create a presence that does not need to shout. At its best, Uniqlo is a brand that supports women who value subtlety over spectacle. It offers pieces that behave like quiet companions to your day, giving you ease, refinement, and confidence without demanding anything in return. And when you approach it with a discerning eye, avoiding the overly casual, rejecting anything flimsy, elevating through tailoring, you transform affordable clothing into something much more powerful. A wardrobe that reflects who you are becoming. Now that we've grounded ourselves in Uniqlo's strengths and its limitations, we move to a brand with a slightly different identity. One that brings a Scandinavian sense of structure and purity, offering pieces that feel modern while still aligning beautifully with old money elegance. Brand 2. Arket. Arket carries a different type of refinement, one that feels slightly more architectural than Uniqlo, with a Scandinavian sense of clarity that instantly elevates the silhouette. When you walk into Arket, you feel the atmosphere immediately. The colors are restrained, the lines are clean, and the fabrics often lean toward natural fibers that create structure without stiffness. This is a brand that understands minimalism not as an aesthetic trend, but as a philosophy of restraint. And restraint, as every elegant woman knows, is at the heart of old money style. Arket's greatest strength is its commitment to simplicity with substance. Many of their pieces hold weight, both visually and physically. A wool coat from Arket drapes differently than a fast fashion coat. It has a presence. The fabric hangs with intention, moving as a single, unified piece rather than collapsing into creases. When you put it on, you feel the subtle authority that only well-made outerwear can give. The shoulders align your posture, the straight lines create calmness, and the muted colors allow your face and presence to remain the focal point. One of the most old money qualities you can recognize in Arket pieces is the stillness of the fabrics. Their wool blends, their heavier cottons, their soft knits, all have a sense of stability. Nothing feels flimsy, nothing sways too lightly. An elegant woman does not need clothing that announces itself. She needs clothing that supports her stillness. Arket excels here. Their neutral palette strengthens this feeling. Stone, ivory, charcoal, warm beige, deep navy, soft olive, and muted taupe, these are colors that never rush. They never feel trendy, never feel loud, never feel seasonal. They remain timeless, which means they remain powerful. When you wear Arket's muted tones, you create a wardrobe atmosphere that feels mature and grounded. There is a sense of composure in these tones, a quietness that mirrors the old money preference for calm, coherent color stories. But elegance is not blind, and a refined woman sees both strengths and weaknesses clearly. And Arket, despite its beauty, has limitations you must understand if you want to use the brand intelligently. The first limitation is that Arket can be inconsistent. Some pieces feel luxurious, far beyond their price, while others feel heavy without refinement. A wool blend coat may feel structured and elevated, yet a different model in the same store may feel dense in a way that lacks movement or softness. Their knitwear can be stunning, but it can also be thick without delicacy. Old money elegance requires balance, structure softened by grace, weight balanced by drape. Arket sometimes leans too far into minimalism at the expense of femininity. Another consideration is that Arket's silhouettes often lean masculine or boxy. This can be beautiful for women who appreciate androgynous shapes, but it can also mean the garment requires careful styling to maintain softness. If the shoulders are too wide or the body too straight, the piece can overpower the wearer and remove that subtle romantic quality that old money style often carries. Tailoring becomes essential here. A slight taper at the waist or a trim at the sleeves can completely transform a coat or blazer, turning it from a statement of austerity into a symbol of effortless, feminine refinement. There is also the question of warmth. Some of Arket's wool pieces are visually luxurious, but the wool blends can sometimes feel lighter or less insulating than expected. Old money style values not only appearance but practicality. A coat must not only look the part but live the part, and some Arket materials underperform in colder climates. A refined woman must touch, test, and feel before deciding. Despite these realities, Arket remains one of the strongest affordable options for building a quiet luxury wardrobe. When you choose the right pieces, you feel the shift immediately. The clothing adds presence. You become aware of your posture, your movements slow. Your outfit becomes a frame for your elegance rather than a distraction from it. Imagine stepping into an Arket wool coat in a muted stone color on a crisp morning. The weight of the fabric rests on your shoulders, giving you a subtle sense of grounding. The texture is dense and smooth, not fuzzy, not soft in an overly delicate way, but calm and firm, The coat closes cleanly, creating a silhouette that feels both strong and feminine. You walk to your destination feeling held by the garment rather than overwhelmed by it. That sensation, that calm, poised confidence, is the essence of quiet luxury. Arket also excels in creating everyday basics that carry old money maturity when chosen with intention. Their cotton poplin shirts glide against the skin with a cool, crisp texture that feels more expensive than it is. Their trousers, especially in wool blends, create long, uninterrupted lines that elongate the body in a way that feels effortlessly polished. Their knitwear, when you choose the right thickness and texture, brings warmth and refinement without bulk. Yet the beauty of Arket is not in its perfection. It is in the fact that it allows a discerning woman to practice her eye, to refine her ability to see quality, to sense the difference between heavy and refined, between clean and rigid, between elevated and merely minimal. This sensitivity is what creates elegance over time. Old money women do not buy differently because they are wealthy. They buy differently because they see differently. Arket allows you to cultivate that vision. At its best, Arket gives you pieces that look far more sophisticated than their price. At its worst, it offers garments that require careful selection. But this is the dance of elegance, choosing consciously, dressing intentionally, and allowing yourself to grow into the woman whose wardrobe reflects her inner stillness. Brand 3. COS. COS is one of the most fascinating brands for a woman pursuing old money elegance on a realistic budget because it lives in a space between refinement and modern art. It offers shapes that feel sculptural, fabrics that often hold beautiful weight, and a minimal aesthetic that, when chosen carefully, looks effortlessly expensive. But COS also carries a duality that requires a sharp eye. At its best, it creates pieces that feel architectural and quietly luxurious. At its worst, it can overwhelm the body, stripping softness and replacing it with unnecessary drama. A discerning woman must learn to separate the rare gems from the pieces that speak too loudly. The magic of COS lies in the way it understands structure. Many of their garments are crafted with attention to drape and form. A simple dress can fall around the body like a column of soft, structured fabric. A coat can create elegant lines that feel almost sculpted. A blouse can gather at the sleeve or neckline in a way that adds sophistication without resorting to trend-driven ornamentation. COS, when chosen with intention, gives you clothing that feels like art rendered in cotton, wool, or silk. One of the most old money qualities of COS is the composure of its fabrics. Their wools tend to be dense and smooth, carrying a weight that signals quality without a logo or extra stitching. Their cotton feels crisp, cool, and clean, never flimsy or thin. Their silk pieces, when available, hold a muted sheen rather than a glossy shine, making them suitable for quiet luxury rather than showiness. When you run your hand down the sleeve of a COS coat or skirt, you feel stability, calmness, and a well-thought-out design. Clothing like this naturally elevates your posture and presence. The color palette is another strength. COS avoids loud colors, excessive patterns, or anything that demands attention. Their palette often lives in ivory, black, stone, olive, navy, taupe, warm gray, and soft butter tones. These shades are universally flattering when styled thoughtfully and contribute to the atmosphere of maturity and composure that defines old money elegance. When you build outfits from this palette, each piece harmonizes with the next, creating a wardrobe that feels cohesive, refined, and enduring. Yet elegance demands honesty, and COS requires a more refined level of discernment than many other affordable brands. Not everything in the store aligns with old money philosophy. Certain silhouettes are oversized to the point of becoming overpowering. Some pieces introduce exaggerated shapes that distract rather than support. A coat with shoulders too wide or sleeves too dramatic breaks the subtle, restrained presence that defines quiet luxury. It may look artistic in concept, but elegance is not an art installation. Elegance is a lived experience, and lived elegance requires practicality, gentleness, and balance. This means that a woman shopping COS must be deeply in tune with her proportions. She must know where her softness lies, where her structure is strongest, and how volume interacts with her movement. Oversized silhouettes can be luxurious when done with intention, but if the garment swallows you or erases your natural lines, it loses its quiet sophistication. Old money style thrives in silhouettes that look effortless, not experimental. Another area that requires attention is fabric consistency. Some COS pieces feel beautifully crafted, while others feel less substantial. A coat may carry wonderful weight and drape, while a knit from the same season may feel loose or prone to stretching. A cotton top may feel premium, while another version feels stiff in a way that resists elegant movement. This inconsistency does not diminish the brand, but it does demand a more experienced hand. Quiet luxury depends on fabrics that move with grace, and COS sometimes produces garments that are more sculptural than wearable. Tailoring is often the secret to unlocking COS's elegance. A slight adjustment to the length of a dress, a narrowing at the waist, or a refinement in the shoulder line can take a COS piece from dramatic to perfectly balanced. When tailored, COS garments often look far more expensive than they are. The brand's simplicity and clean seams make alterations nearly invisible, resulting in pieces that feel custom-made to your figure. This is one of COS's most valuable qualities for an elegant woman: the ability to transform affordable clothing into a personal signature. When styled thoughtfully, COS becomes a brand that brings modernity into quiet luxury without breaking its traditions. Imagine a soft ivory blouse from COS paired with tailored trousers in warm charcoal. The blouse falls gently down the arm, the fabric catching the light in a calm, muted way. The trousers create a long, uninterrupted line that elongates your posture. Nothing about the outfit demands attention, yet everything about it suggests intelligence, intention, and a woman deeply in tune with her presence. Or imagine a structured COS coat in deep navy, worn on a winter morning. The coat feels substantial against your body, the wool smoothing down your arm like a protective layer. You button it once, allowing the fabric to drape in a straight, elegant line. Your walk becomes measured and calm. This is the feeling COS is capable of giving when you choose the right pieces, a sense that your clothing supports your strength without ever stealing your spotlight. At its best, COS allows you to explore shape, volume, and structure while staying rooted in elegance. At its worst, it tempts you towards silhouettes that feel theatrical, rather than refined. The discerning woman recognizes the difference instantly. She feels it when she moves. She sees it in the mirror. She knows that elegance lives in the space between presence and restraint. COS remains one of the most powerful, affordable brands for cultivating old money style because it invites you to understand your proportions, refine your taste, and trust your eye. When you choose carefully, the clothing becomes timeless. When you select without awareness, it loses its groundedness. The elegance lies in the edit. Brand 4, Mango. Mango is a brand that holds a soft, approachable femininity while still offering the potential for quiet luxury when you choose with intention. There is something warm and inviting about Mango's aesthetic. It doesn't lean toward architectural shapes or stark minimalism. Instead, it plays with soft drapes, gentle tailoring, and colors that feel more romantic than the harsher palettes of some minimalist brands. Mango gives you a space where old money elegance meets accessibility, where refined simplicity blends with a subtle touch of softness. When you walk into Mango, the first impression is often warmth. Soft beige coats, warm cream knits, gentle camel tones, and muted blush shades sit quietly next to classic navy and black. These colors whisper femininity rather than announce it. They create a sense of effortless beauty that feels grounded rather than decorative. An elegant woman can build a beautifully cohesive wardrobe from this palette, one that moves with fluidity and calmness instead of rigidity. One of Mango's strengths lies in its fabrics. When you choose carefully, their wool blend coats often hold just enough structure to create a refined silhouette while still allowing movement. A good Mango coat in camel or stone can wrap the body in a way that feels comforting yet polished. It glides softly as you walk, creating that quiet presence old money style is built upon. Their cotton shirts, especially in ivory or soft blue, are surprisingly crisp and can easily serve as the foundation for a timeless wardrobe. Their satin pieces, when chosen in muted colors, create a soft, subtle sheen that feels far more luxurious than their price suggests. Mango has a natural gift for pieces that feel feminine without losing maturity. A silk-like skirt in a deep espresso or soft champagne moves with a gentle sway that adds grace to every step. Their lightweight knits and warm neutrals create a romantic softness that feels sophisticated rather than girlish. Mango allows you to add touches of sensuality, not overtly, not loudly, but in the way the fabric moves or the neckline falls. Old money elegance thrives in these subtleties. Yet every elegant woman knows that refinement requires honesty, and Mango has its weaknesses. This is a brand that mixes beauty with inconsistency. When Mango is good, it can look shockingly expensive. But when it is not, the difference is immediate. Some fabrics, especially those leaning too far into synthetics, can betray the quiet luxury look. They may drape poorly or hold a shine that reads as artificial. A satin piece can look elegant one season and overly glossy the next. A knit can feel soft initially but lose shape after a few wears. This inconsistency means that fabric touch becomes essential. You must feel the garment, test its weight, examine its drape. Old money elegance cannot survive in fabrics that cling unnaturally or reflect light in a way that feels loud. Another area where Mango can falter is tailoring. Many of their pieces are designed with a relaxed fit, which can be beautiful when balanced correctly, but relaxed can easily slip into sloppy if not selected carefully. A coat without enough structure in the shoulder can collapse into itself. A dress with too much fabric around the waist can lose its elegance and look shapeless. Mango offers potential, but it requires the eye of a woman who understands her proportions and how to maintain balance in her silhouette. There is also the question of longevity. Some Mango items age beautifully, especially those crafted in wool, cotton, or linen blends. But pieces made from lower quality synthetics or lazy blends can lose their refinement quickly. Pilling, stretching, loose threads, these details break the illusion of old money dressing. Elegance demands pieces that maintain dignity over time, not just in the fitting room. This is why Mango must be approached with discernment rather than impulse. When you choose the right fabrics, the pieces become timeless. When you choose the wrong ones, they hold nothing of the quiet luxury energy you want to cultivate. Yet Mango, when chosen intelligently, offers some of the most beautifully accessible elegance in the affordable market. A long wool blend coat in camel, refined at the shoulders and gently cinched, can become a staple for years. A soft ivory blouse with a clean neckline can be worn countless ways, each time creating an atmosphere of simplicity and grace. A tailored pair of trousers in deep charcoal can elongate the legs and elevate your posture with ease. Mango's beauty lies in the possibility, the potential for refinement that emerges when the woman chooses with maturity. Imagine slipping into a Mango coat on a cool spring morning. The fabric wraps softly around you, warm but not heavy, structured but not stiff. The muted camel tone complements your complexion. As you walk, the coat swings gently behind you, creating a sense of quiet motion. You feel elegant not because the coat is expensive, but because it aligns with your essence. It supports your calmness. It enhances your posture. It feels like a natural extension of your presence. Or imagine a Mango blouse in soft cream, paired with tailored trousers and simple heels. The neckline falls gently across the collarbone, revealing a feminine grace without any sense of exposure. The fabric rests lightly, creating a serene silhouette. Nothing about this outfit is loud or showy, yet the overall effect is refined and mature. This is the essence of old money dressing, subtlety elevated by intention. Mango invites you to embrace softness, but it also asks for discernment. When you choose the right pieces, the grounded fabrics, the timeless cuts, the muted colors, you can create outfits that feel elegant, expensive, and deeply feminine. The brand's inconsistencies become irrelevant when your eye is trained to see quality. Refinement is not found in the store. It is found in the woman who knows what to look for. Brand 5. Massimo Dutti. Massimo Dutti sits in an interesting place within the world of affordable fashion. It carries a European sensibility that feels more polished than many brands at its price point, with tailoring that leans sophisticated and fabrics that often appear more refined than expected. There is a sense of understated maturity running through Massimo Dutti's collections, a quiet attempt at elegance that, when chosen well, aligns beautifully with old money style. But this brand also requires clarity, because just as it offers moments of exceptional refinement, it also presents pieces that fall short. Elegance demands that we distinguish between the two. When you step into Massimo Dutti, the first impression is a sense of warmth and muted luxury. The palette is thoughtful. Camel coats, cream sweaters, navy blazers, chocolate trousers, muted taupe knits, deep olive outerwear. These shades echo the quiet confidence that old money wardrobes are known for. Massimo Dutti rarely pushes loud colors, and when it does, those pieces are best left behind. Their strength lies in neutrals that soften the silhouette and highlight maturity rather than youthfulness. A wardrobe built from these tones feels coherent, refined, and lived in rather than attention-grabbing. One of the loveliest qualities of Massimo Dutti is its approach to tailored pieces. Their blazers often hold their shape beautifully, with clean shoulders and a soft taper through the waist that flatters without clinging. The blazers feel more considered than most in their price range. They carry enough structure to elevate posture, creating that elegant straight line that gives old money outfits their quiet authority. When you slip into one of their well-cut jackets in navy or charcoal, you feel an immediate shift, as though the garment is encouraging you to stand a little taller, speak a little softer, and move with more intention. Their trousers are another highlight. Many Massimo Dutti trousers drape with a clean vertical line that elongates the legs and creates effortless sophistication. The fabrics, often wool blends or structured cotton, offer a sense of calm stability. They create silhouettes that feel timeless rather than trendy, allowing a simple outfit, a tailored trouser, paired with a merino sweater to look quietly expensive. Massimo Dutti also excels in outerwear. Their long coats often mimic the aesthetic of far more costly brands. A camel coat from Massimo Dutti, chosen carefully, can wrap the body in a way that feels deliberate, composed, and elegant. The fabrics move softly, creating a silhouette that feels grounded. The buttons are usually understated, the cuts long and clean. These coats, when properly selected, can become wardrobe staples that serve you for years. But an elegant woman never romanticizes a brand. She sees its strengths clearly and its weaknesses just as sharply. Massimo Dutti's greatest weakness is inconsistency. Not every piece carries the quiet, luxury energy that the brand is capable of producing. Some garments feel thin, delicate in a way that seems accidental rather than intentional. A blouse that looks polished online may arrive with a synthetic shine that immediately betrays the old money aesthetic. A coat that appears structured may feel limp when you lift it. The beauty of the brand lies in the fact that many pieces look far more expensive than they are, but the danger is that others look inexpensive instantly. Discernment is essential. Another area where caution is necessary is their use of synthetic blends. While Massimo Dutti does offer wool, cotton, linen, and silk blend pieces that feel refined, they also produce garments that lean too heavily into polyester. And polyester, when poorly executed, reflects light in a way that looks overly glossy, almost plastic. Old money dressing avoids shine that looks artificial. Natural fibers diffuse light softly. Low-quality synthetics bounce it harshly. The difference is immediate. This means that fabric touch is crucial. Old money elegance cannot be achieved if the material fights the aesthetic. Fit can also be inconsistent. While their tailoring is often beautiful, some pieces lean too boxy or too slim without offering the right balance. A blazer may look elegant from afar, but collapse at the shoulders upon closer examination. A pair of trousers may drape beautifully in theory, but cling in ways that break the refined silhouette. An elegant woman knows that not every garment is meant to flatter her body. She chooses the pieces that feel aligned with her posture and movement, rather than forcing an aesthetic onto herself. Despite these weaknesses, Massimo Dutti offers some of the most quietly luxurious pieces in the affordable segment when chosen wisely. The brand gives you access to silhouettes that feel European and refined without reaching into premium price points. And when styled thoughtfully, these pieces create an atmosphere of maturity and calm. Imagine wearing a Massimo Dutti camel coat on a crisp day. The fabric holds its shape as you walk, the hem moving with gentle weight rather than fluttering lightly. The coat hangs straight and clean, creating a silhouette that feels composed. Underneath, a cream knit skims your body softly, offering warmth without bulk. A pair of tailored trousers in espresso or charcoal elongates your figure, creating a long, uninterrupted line. There is nothing loud in this outfit, nothing overstated. Yet everything about it communicates refinement. Or picture a navy blazer from Massimo Dutti worn over a lightweight ivory blouse. The blazer's structured shoulders lift your posture subtly. The clean seams create a sense of intention. The blouse moves softly when you walk, catching the light in a muted, elegant way. Together, these pieces create an outfit that feels expensive not because of the brand name, but because of the harmony between shape, color, and fabric. This is the heart of Massimo Dutti's value for an elegant woman. It offers you pieces that look mature, refined, and quietly sophisticated pieces that can integrate seamlessly into an old money wardrobe when chosen with care. You are not buying luxury, you are buying the potential for refinement, and your eye is what unlocks that potential. Now that we've explored Massimo Dutti's warm, European elegance, we move to a brand known for its ethical approach and minimalist aesthetic. A brand that, when chosen well, brings a sense of purity and intentional living into your wardrobe. Brand 6. Everlane. Everlane is a brand that resonates with women who value clarity, ethics, and simplicity. It has a calm, minimal identity that aligns beautifully with the quiet luxury philosophy, especially when you focus on their natural fabrics and clean silhouettes. There is something refreshing about the honesty of Everlane's aesthetic. It avoids unnecessary embellishment, ignores trends, and stays rooted in garments that feel purposeful. When chosen well, Everlane pieces create an atmosphere of understated intelligence, the kind of presence that feels naturally aligned with old money elegance. The beauty of Everlane lies in its devotion to simplicity. Their pieces feel uncluttered. A clean cotton shirt, a merino sweater, a well-proportioned coat, or a refined pair of trousers, each offers a foundation that an elegant woman can elevate through posture and styling. A good Everlane knit rests lightly against the skin, creating quiet warmth without bulk. A structured cotton shirt sits smoothly across the shoulders, giving your silhouette a sense of balance and poise. Their denim, especially in darker washes, holds its shape in a way that feels mature and timeless. Everlane's color palette supports this calm identity. Their shades tend to remain grounded. Soft ivory, muted navy, warm camel, deep olive, charcoal, buttercream, and espresso create visual harmony without demanding attention. These colors blend seamlessly into any refined wardrobe, creating outfits that feel composed, even when built from simple pieces. The absence of loud colors gives the clothing a maturity that feels instantly more expensive. Everlane also excels in pieces that follow the philosophy of less but better. Their wool coats often hold elegant structure, with clean shoulders and long lines that settle evenly along the body. When you slip into one of their better coats, you feel the subtle grounding that comes from properly weighted fabric. The garment supports your posture, encourages slower movement, and creates the refined stillness that old money style is known for. But elegance requires discernment and honesty, and Everlane has weaknesses that must be understood with clarity. The brand is built on transparency, but transparency alone does not guarantee refinement. Some of Everlane's fabrics, particularly in their more affordable categories, can feel thin or stiff, especially in cotton or synthetics. A shirt may appear crisp online, but feel flat or overly rigid in person. A blouse may lose its softness after a few washes. A knit may stretch slightly out of shape, losing the calm structure that refined dressing depends on. Everlane is also known for its minimalist cuts, which can be a double-edged sword. Minimalism can look elegant when balanced properly, but it can also look plain when the fabric lacks richness, or when the cut does not enhance the natural lines of the body. Some Everlane pieces lean so far into simplicity that they risk appearing ordinary. And ordinary is not the energy of old money elegance. Old money style thrives in quiet refinement, not in flatness. Another limitation is silhouette. Everlane often leans towards straight, boxy shapes. This can be beautiful for women with the right proportions, but it can also erase softness if not chosen thoughtfully. A boxy sweater can look intentional if the fabric is dense and luxurious. But if the knit is thin or the cut slightly off, the entire outfit can lose sophistication and drift into casual territory. With Everlane, proportion becomes essential. The elegant woman must know how to pair structure with softness, how to balance shape with movement, and how to choose the cuts that enhance her presence. There is also the question of longevity. While Everlane's intention is quality, not every piece fulfills that promise. Some knits pill more quickly than expected. Some cotton pieces wear down faster than their minimal appearance suggests. This is why fabric feel becomes crucial. Old money elegance depends on pieces that age gracefully, and not every Everlane garment is built for that. An elegant woman must learn to sense the difference, the weight of the fabric, the tightness of the weave, the drape, the balance. Elegance begins with the fingertips long before it reaches the mirror. Yet despite these weaknesses, Everlane remains one of the best brands for creating a refined wardrobe on a thoughtful budget. When you choose the right pieces, you feel the shift instantly. A beautifully cut coat in deep navy brings quiet authority. A soft merino knit in camel creates warmth without heaviness. A clean white shirt adds clarity and precision to the silhouette. These are the kinds of garments that elevate even the simplest outfit into something that feels composed and mature. Imagine wearing an Everlane merino sweater in warm charcoal on a cool morning. The knit glides gently across your skin, never clinging, never overwhelming. Paired with tailored trousers and a simple coat, the outfit becomes a reflection of serenity. Nothing tries too hard, nothing announces itself, yet the ensemble communicates intelligence and self-awareness. That is quiet luxury at its finest. Or imagine an Everlane wool coat in a soft camel tone, worn open over a cream blouse. The coat falls in a straight, elegant line, framing your body without smothering it. As you walk, the fabric moves with gentle weight, creating an atmosphere of calm sophistication. You feel grounded, intentional, and distinctly feminine. The coat does not need to be expensive. It simply needs to align with your inner stillness. At its best, Everlane offers a wardrobe of clarity pieces that support the woman's presence rather than compete with it. At its worst, it offers garments that require a trained eye to avoid. And this is where the elegant woman's strength lies. She chooses consciously. She feels the fabric. She notices the drape. She evaluates the color's softness. She selects the piece that matches the life she is cultivating. Everlane gives you the opportunity to create an aesthetic rooted in maturity, integrity, and quiet sophistication. It is not a brand of perfection, but a brand of potential. And when chosen with discernment, that potential becomes beauty. Now that we've explored Everlane's minimalist clarity, we turn to a brand known for its softer, more feminine interpretation of modern elegance. A brand that, when selected carefully, adds lightness and romance to a quiet luxury wardrobe. Brand 7. And Other Stories. And Other Stories is a brand that carries an undeniably feminine spirit. Where some affordable brands lean towards structure, sharp minimalism, or straightforward basics, and Other Stories bring softness, romance, and a touch of European elegance into the conversation. It is clothing created with an awareness of detail, a sense of movement, and a genuine appreciation for beauty. When chosen wisely, its pieces blend seamlessly into a quiet luxury wardrobe. But, like every brand we've discussed, it also demands discernment, because femininity without restraint can slip into excess. Old money elegance requires softness, yes, but always paired with maturity. When you walk into And Other Stories, the first impression is warmth mixed with delicacy. There are gentle creams, muted tops, soft lilacs, deep chocolates, classic blacks, and warm ivories. These colors immediately create an atmosphere of subtle romance. You can feel the difference in tone compared to more utilitarian brands. There is attention to detail in the stitching, in the draping, in the way a sleeve is shaped or a collar sits gently against the skin. The brand understands the beauty of a soft silhouette, the allure of clean feminine lines, and the power of fabric that moves with the body instead of resisting it. The strength of And Other Stories lies especially in its blouses, knitwear, and dresses. A well-chosen blouse from this brand often glides across the shoulders with a refined fluidity. The neckline might fall in a rounded curve that opens just enough to reveal grace without losing discretion. The sleeves may drape in a soft bell shape or gather gently at the wrist, creating movement that feels naturally elegant rather than theatrical. Their knitwear, especially in wool blends, often has a soft density that feels comforting, feminine, and mature. These knits envelop the body in a way that softens the silhouette without adding bulk. There is also something distinctly European in the brand's tailoring. A coat from And Other Stories, when it is one of their good ones, carries a beautiful balance between structure and softness. The shoulders are shaped but not stiff. The fabric falls with controlled movement. The seams create length without shouting. When you slip into one of these coats, you feel enveloped in a calm, feminine energy, the kind of elegant softness that old money wardrobes often emulate through carefully curated vintage pieces. But every elegant woman knows that refinement demands truth, And Other Stories has weaknesses, real ones, and ignoring them would break the integrity of quiet luxury. The brand's greatest weakness is inconsistency. Some pieces look and feel beautifully crafted, while others fall apart instantly under the eye of a woman who understands quality. A dress may appear charming, yet be made of a synthetic fabric that shines too harshly under light, giving away its price immediately. A blouse may drape beautifully on the hanger, but cling in unflattering ways once worn. A knit may feel soft at first touch, but lose shape within a few wears. These inconsistencies are part of the brand's identity, and they demand clarity. You cannot walk into And Other Stories and pick pieces impulsively. You must touch the fabric, feel the weight, sense its drape, examine the way it responds to movement. Another challenge lies in the brand's romantic tendencies. While femininity is an important dimension of elegance, it can quickly slip into something less refined if the details are too fussy or the shapes too exaggerated. Ruffles, excessive pleats, dramatic sleeves, bold prints, these can easily break the quiet sophistication you are cultivating. Old money elegance does not chase overt prettiness, it seeks refinement. And in this brand, the line between the two can be thin. And Other Stories also relies heavily on synthetic blends, especially in dresses and blouses. Some of these synthetics are beautifully executed, with a soft drape and matte finish that reads expensive. But others reveal their limitations instantly. They may cling. They may reflect light in a way that looks artificial. They may hold static or lose movement. A discerning woman must distinguish between fabrics that mimic silk beautifully and fabrics that fight against quiet elegance. Despite these weaknesses, And Other Stories remains one of the most valuable brands for introducing softness into an affordable old money wardrobe. When you choose well, you can create outfits that feel feminine, mature, and timeless. The brand brings a sense of romance that is often missing in more minimalist labels. This softness, when balanced properly, becomes the key to embodying elegance without looking severe. Old money style is not just structure. It is also warmth, movement, and a certain understated sensuality that never needs to be announced. Imagine wearing an ivory blouse from And Other Stories on a spring morning. The fabric moves with you as you walk through a quiet street or step into a cafe. The neckline reveals a sliver of softness at the collarbone. The sleeves gather lightly, and the drape creates a graceful silhouette without effort. Paired with tailored trousers or a clean skirt, the outfit becomes a study in quiet romance, the kind of romance that feels lived, mature, and effortless. Or imagine a long coat in deep chocolate wool worn on a crisp afternoon. The coat embraces you with warmth, the lines falling straight and clean. As you walk, The fabric sways gently around your legs, creating a measured movement that feels cinematic in the most understated way. This is where And Other Stories truly shines, in pieces that add subtle softness to your movement, turning ordinary moments into elegant ones. The brand's greatest gift is the emotional effect it creates when the garments are chosen well. You feel more feminine, but not fragile. You feel more expressive, but not dramatic. You feel more present in your softness, but still grounded in maturity. This balance is one of the deeper truths of old money elegance. It is never about suppressing femininity, but refining it. And Other Stories offers that possibility. It offers the chance to blend softness with sophistication, romance with restraint, beauty with intelligence. An elegant woman who shops this brand learns to trust her sense of touch, her eye for fabric, and her understanding of proportion. She learns to select the pieces that feel timeless rather than ornamental. And now that we've completed all 7 chapters, we arrive at the moment where everything comes together: the philosophy, the fabrics, the choices, the discernment, the quiet strength of dressing well on any budget. Elegance has always been misunderstood. People imagine it belongs to women with access to luxury boutiques and generational wardrobes, as if refinement is something you inherit rather than something you cultivate. But every chapter in this video proves the truth that elegant women have known for generations. It is not the price of your clothing that creates quiet luxury, but the intention behind it. It is the way you choose, the way you feel, the fabric, the way you understand movement, color, and presence. Elegance begins in the mind long before it reaches the closet. The brands we explored are not luxury houses. They are not inaccessible. They are not exclusive. They sit on ordinary streets, accessible to women with ordinary budgets. And yet, when approached with discernment, they hold the potential to build a wardrobe that feels as refined, as grounded, and as timeless as anything far more expensive. This is the core of old money style. It is not about wealth, it is about standards. A woman who carries old money elegance carries a quiet clarity inside her. She does not dress to impress others. She dresses to express the calm, mature, intelligent woman she chooses to be. She understands that fabrics matter because they shape the way she moves. A wool coat that drapes with stillness will soften her posture. A silk-like blouse that glides against the skin will slow her breathing. A finely knit sweater will create a sense of warmth that brings out her quiet confidence. Clothing becomes a form of emotional architecture, shaping how she steps into the world. And this is why affordable brands can be powerful tools in the hands of a refined woman, because she does not shop the entire store. She shops the small percentage that aligns with her identity. She avoids the pieces that speak too loudly, or age poorly, or rely on synthetics that disrupt the quiet luxury aesthetic. She chooses the garments that elevate her presence, not the ones that distract from it. Her wardrobe becomes a collection of meaning rather than accumulation, of refinement rather than noise. Old money elegance is never about excess. It is about depth. It is about restraint. It is about feeling comfortable in your own maturity. When you choose pieces that reflect this, even the simplest outfit becomes powerful. A cream blouse from an affordable brand can have more impact than a logo-covered designer item because one whispers and the other shouts. Quiet luxury lives in the whisper. There is something profoundly feminine about dressing with intention. It is the opposite of chaos. It brings structure to the day, serenity to the mind, and confidence to the body. When you begin to choose fabrics that support your energy, your life subtly changes. You walk differently. You speak differently. You think differently. You begin to carry yourself like a woman who trusts her own taste, and that trust becomes magnetic. Every elegant woman eventually realizes that the true luxury in her wardrobe is not the garment, but the feeling it gives her. The feeling of being centered. The feeling of being graceful. The feeling of being softened yet grounded. And none of these feelings require wealth. They require awareness. An affordable merino sweater can create the same atmosphere of refinement as a high-end one, if it is chosen in the right color, in the right cut, in the right fabric. A coat from an accessible brand can bring the same calm sophistication as a designer coat, if it drapes with weight and moves with stillness. A blouse in soft ivory, chosen with intelligence, can elevate the face and create a glow that feels quietly luxurious, no matter the price. When you dress with discernment, you begin building a wardrobe that behaves the way old money wardrobes do. Pieces last, colors harmonize, fabrics age gracefully. The closet becomes a sanctuary rather than a storage room. You stop chasing trends because you no longer need them to feel relevant. You step outside the cycle of replacing and begin cultivating. And that shift, more than anything you buy, is what creates elegance. The true magic of dressing elegantly on a budget is that it teaches you to trust yourself. When you learn to see quality without relying on a designer name, you free yourself from external validation. When you learn to refine your eye for drape, texture, and proportion, you become your own stylist. When you understand the emotional effect of clothing, you begin dressing not for the gaze of others, but for the woman you are becoming. The journey toward elegance is mirrorless. It begins inside you. It begins in your standards, your patience, your willingness to choose quality over quantity, and your ability to say no to garments that do not align with your vision. Elegance is quiet because it is personal. It belongs to you before anyone else sees it. You do not need generational wealth to look old money. You need self-respect. You need patience. You need awareness. You need the willingness to choose refinement even on days when it would be easier not to. And the moment you begin doing that, even with affordable brands, your entire aesthetic transforms. You step into your clothing differently. You step into your day differently. You step into yourself differently. And this is why accessible brands can be part of a truly elegant wardrobe, not because they imitate luxury, but because they provide the canvas for the luxurious woman you are becoming. Quiet luxury has nothing to do with what you buy, and everything to do with how you choose. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay classy.